everyone, I'm Mona and this is Skindipity, the brand new YouTube channel for the mature women's beauty community. And today we're going to do a review on Perricone MD's No Makeup Foundation. So this little bottle right here is 1 fluid ounce. It is $60 and it comes in 8 shades from porcelain to rich. It's a sheer coverage. It's a luminous foundation. The claims are that it fuses effortlessly with skin to create a dewy glow. It's powered with neuropeptides and daisy flower extract, and that's why you have your $60 price point, I would imagine. It says that it visibly smooths wrinkles, improves dark spots, and it reduces an uneven skin tone. So that seems like the perfect foundation for the mature woman indeed. It's also fragrance free and it's got a 20 SPF, which is not enough in a foundation to do the whole job of protecting your skin from UVA and UVB, but it certainly can help. So, let's see. I'm going to choose a foundation, a primer. It doesn't say to use a primer. It does recommend putting it on with your fingers or with a brush. Okay, I think I'm going to try this because this is not a heavy silicone-y primer. This is No Problem Prime Essence with calendula flower extract. It's by Touch and Soul. So this is real serum-y. Ooh, very serum-y. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and pat it in to my pores. Okay, now that I've applied my primer, I'm just gonna shake this foundation. It seems like it's kind of clumpy. We'll see. So this comes with a pump attachment, which is a great way to dispense this product. It's in a glass bottle. But it also comes with a little cover so you can stop this from turning. So I think that's good for travel. All right. I'm gonna go in the back of my hand with one pump. I am in the color Fair Light. So it's pretty thin. So start in the center of the face. You're not gonna have to worry about this drying down or being hard to work with. So it just glides right on. Well, that's kind of nice. It's definitely sheer. Since it's so lightweight and sheer, I'm gonna put it under my eyes as well, because it also claims to be hydrating and blurring and line reducing and smoothing, all things that I could use under my eyes as well. And because it's so fine, I don't think it'll layer up and cause my concealer to cake up. Well, this is definitely a light sheer coverage. I think definitely feels good on the skin. My skin is probably a little dehydrated because I feel like it just soaked right in. I'm curious to see if it's going to do anything really to help the redness that I get. This might be a good everyday foundation for me. I usually like a little more coverage than this. I'm not sure if it's buildable, but I can tell you, the thing about everyday foundation, if I was gonna wear this just for everyday foundation, I'd probably go with something a little more inexpensive. There are so many good drugstore foundations these days that I don't think you necessarily have to spend $60 on an everyday foundation. And when it's not an everyday foundation, I usually want it to have a little bit more coverage. However, this is my first time wearing it, and I have not zoomed in yet to see about the claim. So if it does even out my skin tone and all that jazz, then maybe I'll change my mind. So let me be open-minded about the $60 foundation. All right. It does feel really good on the skin. It does. Feels light. Feels like I don't have any makeup on, so I really love the feeling. Let me see if I can zoom in. A little bit. So it does have a dewy, luminous finish. It definitely doesn't sink into anything because there's not enough coverage to do that, so it doesn't accentuate anything. You can definitely still see your skin through it. Let me apply some concealer. Since this is also light, I'm gonna go with Maybelline's Age Rewind concealer. Which is light, but also has some pretty good coverage. So as thin as this is, it actually probably is thicker than my foundation. I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm just gonna pat it. This is a really good drugstore concealer. And it's really great for mature skin. So what do you guys think? I'm gonna finish up my makeup and then we're gonna go outside for a closer finish. I don't know if I'm gonna cut this footage out or not. It depends on how long the video takes. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I think this is in medium brown or classic brown. I need to get microblading done. I've been using that Retin-A, so I can't get my brows waxed because it'll tear my skin. So I've just been trimming them, shaping them, but they really need some intense work. I don't know that there's a brow product out there that can help them at this point enough. I like Benefit's brow products. I like Anastasia's brow products. But you know, the more I experiment with different makeups, products, and brands, the more I find that the drugstore is just really doing better and better at keeping up with some of these more expensive brands. And it's just not always necessary to spend that much. I almost rather spend more on my skincare and less on my makeup products, except for those ones that you just absolutely love. I'm gonna take my Born This Way concealer. I'm just gonna clean these up just a little bit. Should have used a small brush. It's kind of heavy there. This would be good also for an eyeshadow primer. So I'll bring it down a little bit on my lid. And this one definitely has enough to bring down on my lid. I do really enjoy this Too Faced Born This Way concealer as a lid primer for eyeshadow and to clean up brows, although I kind of messed them up a little bit today by going in too heavy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go in and set this with the Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder and Translucent. Just gonna pick up a little bit of the product. Should have clipped my hair back. Okay. Just had a very small amount of product on that. I'm gonna go in with some blush. We're gonna do this little Pacifica palette, dual palette with blush and bronzer. It's the Dual Palette Bronzed Rose. Just pick up a little bit of product. I always do that. Not good, Mona, not good. I should have used a cream product today for this new makeup look. But this is a light color. I find it just gives me just a hint of color. And I do like it. It's one of those products that you don't hear too much about, but that I end up going to again and again. I actually like this color better than my Ibiza by Huda. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a little, doggone it, I did it again, with a little bronzer, just to warm up the color of my face, which is definitely not warm. I'm just gonna bring it down on this white neck. And I'm gonna squeeze it together. Pinch. Bring it a little bit down the side of my nose. And a little bit onto the sides. I have such a wide nose. And a little bit onto my forehead, even though my forehead doesn't show too much with these bangs. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my fluffy brush and some finishing powder. For my buffing powder, I'm gonna use my tried and true Cover FX face palette. Look, I didn't blow it that time. Okay guys, I finished up my makeup, and I have to say, at first glance, I am really liking this Perricone MD No Makeup Foundation. I'm not sure if I like it $60 worth yet, but what I feel like is that it is not emphasizing my pores. It's so light that there's no cakiness whatsoever. There's no dullness. It is luminous, and my skin is very dehydrated today. It is sheer coverage. It does not fully cover my redness. So my skin is red, and dulls it. It evens it out. I think those claims are absolutely true. I can't say if it really, I mean, it brightens it a little bit just because it's covering it. I wouldn't say that it visibly smooths wrinkles, not deep wrinkles anyway. But my complexion does look better than it does if I would not have foundation on. It can apply with my fingers, which is really quick. No other products are necessary. Does have no fragrance, which fragrance in some cosmetics does irritate my skin. So let's take it outside and look at it in the natural light. Okay, y'all, this is natural light. I can't really tell how it looks out here right now because there's a reflection in my eye, but I'm just gonna kind of move my face around close up for you guys to see. and we'll do a check-in to see how the wear is. See you in a few hours. Hi everybody, it's Mona. I'm back for a 5-hour and 10-minute check-in on the Perricone MD. I think it's still wearing well. It might have broke down a little bit underneath my nose. I don't see any shine coming through. There's no really sinking into my pores. It doesn't really minimize my pores too much, but it definitely doesn't exaggerate them. Overall, I would say it's a nice foundation. I didn't apply too heavy here in the first place. I think I could have probably put a second layer. I'll try to come back for one more check-in. If not, then I'll update in the comments what's my thoughts after about 8 to 10 hours. But so far, so good. I think that I really didn't expect to like this foundation, and I think that I'm liking it more than I thought that I would. Maybe I didn't want to like it because more and more I have these expensive foundations that I'm buying, but it's not bad. Let me know your thoughts. Bye. Hi, this is Mona with about a 12-hour check-in on the Perricone MD No Makeup Foundation. I would say that I had a good makeup day, and that it's like it was earlier. I'd say it definitely wore off around my nasolabial folds, maybe a little bit in my marionette lines, but overall it never did sink into my pores. It didn't kick up anywhere, didn't bunch up anywhere. It didn't move around my face. It didn't gather. It held up. So I would say that it lasted a full 12 hours for sure. I didn't even powder. My face is very dehydrated. So I'd say I still have a luminous luminous kind of dewy look to it. I didn't want to like it, but I do. I will definitely be wearing it again, and if this is something that you've been considering, I would say go for it. Other than wanting a little bit heavier coverage, I've been very pleased. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video.